let me tell you the story on how my butt got bruised. Woke up with a hangover every single day. It was the most incredible views. And a pair of shoes thrown away. Come to the Giang Loop with me. I landed in Hanoi last night. Then this morning, the car picked me up. Now I'm in Giang City. We don't start our motorcycle tour until tomorrow morning. Just been chilling at the hotel. I'm gonna go explore now. I don't really know what there's to do here. This entire street is just a bunch of different hostels and hotels. But the view is crazy. Like, look at it. Like, how are these mountains just casually here? Good in.
The weather said it was gonna be like close to 40, but it's pretty nice out. Anyways, I'm gonna walk around to see if there's any food for breakfast and dinner today, and I'm also really craving something sweet. And I also have my film camera. I just got battery for it, so I want to go take some pictures. I was really tired, so I got a matcha. I was literally having withdrawals and my head was hurting, but there's tapioca in here.
After the matcha, I went back to my hotel for a bit to rest, and then a friend of my parents picked me up to drive me around the town, to show me around, and then she also brought me to this banh cuong place, which is apparently really popular there, and it's been around for like a super long time, and they make it right in front of you. It was really yummy. Just got back from dinner, and obviously I had to go to the convenience store. Main purpose was to get my breakfast, so I got cereal. That was like the only thing they had there, unless like I wanted ramen or something. But now that I got this, I don't know how to eat it tomorrow because I don't have any bowls or spoons here. And I got this little fish ice cream. I don't know, I've been having like a sugar craving today. I already got this, like no one else in this hotel besides me. I haven't heard any noises or seen anyone. Very spicy. Where the hell is chocolate? That's weird. Good morning, it's the next day. I have to hurry. It's 7:40. I have to meet downstairs at 8. I'm making my cereal right now. There's no bowl or spoons. So I got this mug. So I'm gonna like sip on the cereal. Like that's possible. So the first place we stopped at was the Giang 0 kilometers, which is just kind of like a touristy picture spot. And then we went to the Giang Museum, where they just went over some traditional stuff and we got to learn more about that. Then we started getting on the road, finally! But anyways, it was the first day, so I was so stunned by all the views. Like, literally there was mountains and mountains and mountains everywhere. It was incredible. I was having so much fun. And then at one point we were like driving in the clouds because we were driving super high up. And then we were above the sky. Like, the freak? We made a couple stops along the way, but then we finally got to lunch, and then we just kind of tried waiting the rain out because it started raining really bad. But we had to go at one point. So then we went to this little like traditional place where the king used to live, and it was really cool to see the architecture. Apparently it's a mix of Chinese and French architecture. And then my tour guide picked me a peach, and I usually don't like peaches, but this one was pretty good, and I got it fresh off the freaking tree.
We've been on the bikes all day. We just got to a hotel. There's no one else here. The hotel's actually very gorgeous.
Alright, so here's a little hotel slash homestay tour. You walk in, there's a living room, here's a bedroom, and then there's a little outdoor shower situation, but it wasn't bad at all. And then the owner started making food, so we got like fresh made food with veggies like literally picked from the garden. And then we got little homemade happy water, and then everyone started doing karaoke, which was super random. The next day, I woke up and had to check outside to see if it was raining or not, and then it wasn't raining, so we went to get breakfast, and this was literally the drive to our breakfast, and the breakfast was just at like the local market. It's literally the best pho I've had in Vietnam so far, and it was like a pork pho. I've never had a pork pho before. And then it was still raining really bad, but we had to like get on with it, so we went to the river. It was super pretty. The water usually is supposed to be like a teal color. Oh, and my poncho is like ripped from yesterday. But yeah, it was raining really bad, but even though it's raining, it was still super pretty. And the water in the river reminded me so much of matcha. I swear I was having withdrawals on this trip. But yeah, and then we just drove around the area. By the time we got to lunch, I was literally soaking wet. My shoes and socks were disgusting, and I had to get a matcha, even though it was kind of bad. And then we made a couple rest stops on the way to Yuza, so this was one of them. It wasn't really anything. It was just like a stair where you can look down on the clouds. It was really pretty though, and then it looks like unfinished like architecture almost. But then after that, we stopped at like a really popular rest stop. So this is like the stereotypical like Giang Loop rest stop where you can see the M loop that everyone goes on, and is super popular. The roads from and to Yuza was the worst roads on this entire trip. It was so bumpy, and I'm pretty sure it's the reason my butt was hurting so bad, but the view was definitely worth it.
I haven't spoken to the camera in so long, but we just got to our homestay for tonight, and it's actually gorgina. Let me show you. Okay, you walk in. There's the washroom, very gorgeous. The washroom, whatever. This is the fucking view. I can poo with a view.
We rested for a little bit, and then my Easy Rider drove me to the waterfall, and then it was so fun. We could swim in it. The water like current was a little strong this day though, because it just rained all day before this. But we were lucky enough to swim in it. before we got back to the homestay, I just literally sat outside and watched the sunset for the longest time, and then showered obviously, and then it was time for dinner. We had hot pot this day, and this was like the best night of the trip. It was so fun. And then we got happy water, and then we like was talking to the table beside us. It was just really fun.
Good morning. We're going back to Hajun City today. I'm so sad. Anyways, I gotta pack up my stuff and ooh, I can't tell if it's raining.
I got little crepes for breakfast, and then we waited the rain out and just headed straight back to Hajun City. We drove super fast. It was only like an hour drive. My butt was in pain from previous days though. So yeah, but the drive back was super beautiful. And we also stopped at like a little hemp area at one point. There was just a lot of hemp shops, and we got to see like what people actually did and how they made their handmade like hemp materials, and it was so fun.
I just ate dinner and I got dropped off at my hotel. I'm gonna walk around, even though I'm really full. I want a sweet treat. It's kind of really empty here.
I walked around and did actually find where people were. They just all went to the night market this night, so I also went there.
I got a little coconut ice cream and I'm sitting on the grass. When we were driving in the rain, I was wearing my sambas and they got so dirty.
And they're literally still wet, and they smell like wet. So I'm gonna have to blow dry it.
I'm on the sleeper bus back right now.
And that was my wonderful experiences on the Giang Loop. Bye! See you next time!